welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Martinez. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy, no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Tim Anderson, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. That one inside. Look out. This one in the air. Hopkins makes the grab, one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Ray Durham.
Yeah, Boog, this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments, but right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving off of, so we'll see if any of that comes up in this one.
Now the 0-1. Foul ball. The delivery to Robert. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, 2 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Manuel Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Right through there for a strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. And the White Sox go quietly. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Bill Foster. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now the center fielder, Deion Sanders. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Sanders with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in.
Love seeing someone drive in a bunch of runs like he did, Boog. Doing that consistently lets your teammates know they can count on you to come through when the team needs it most.
Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
7 fouls in a row. Such an impressive at bat we're seeing right here, regardless of how it ends up.
Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
He goes down looking.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And now Pete Rose. That's in there. 0-1. Rose, a left fielder with good range, 39 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. 1 out, bases empty. Next one misses, and the count even 1-1. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And now here is Eric Davis. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Davis went deep in his most recent game. Next offering is
take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
The 0-2 pitch from Foster. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Frank Thomas. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Corrals it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Paul Kovalenko.
Paul Kovalenko getting ready to hit.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Kovalenko with 4 runs batted in his last game. 1 down, base is empty.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Digging in, Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan.
Morgan.
Foster back to work. Morgan matched a homer in his last game.
Counts 1-0.
Foster winds and fires. Yeah, that's fouled off. Going to count 1-2.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Hard hit to third. Throw over to Thomas. And they get Morgan for the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Reggie Sanders.
Reggie Sanders, the next to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fouled off down the right side.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Next offering is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Ball one there. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the ball, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Foul ball there. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two.
Throwing the ball really well today. That two-seam fastball's got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Move to the third with no score.
Gotta make this life go paradise, so I go paranormal like paradise. But my mo's are right, and my motor right, so I roll the dice, so I seize the day. I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up.
Welcome back.
Leading
and
off
coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding. We take a look at those numbers. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Fought off foul. Top of the third, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next offering upstairs.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Finch down to first with it. Out on the drop third strike, two gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Morgan on to first. And that is the third out of the inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Bottom of the inning. In now for the Reds. Joey Otto.
First baseman, Joey Otto.
With a homer in his last game. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul ball, still 0-2. This to third, and that chance handled. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Barry.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Barry Larkin. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And a foul ball. And it goes just foul. Foster delivers. And that one is inside ball one. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Sheets makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Here's some real power at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Just missed. De La Cruz mashed a couple of homers in his last game. And that's way high. And the count is 2-0.
2-0.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that turns the lineup over. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Next for Cincinnati, Deion Sanders. Off the plate inside. And that's ball one. There's a swing and a miss.
Ellie just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foster kicks and deals. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Strikes him out for the second time today. So one hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Anderson.
Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanders squeezes it. And there's one away. Luis Robert now. He's 0 for 1. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And a foul ball.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. It's for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. One down, base is empty. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bench up with it. Over to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, designated hitter, Manuel.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. And he makes the grab. Out number 2.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Frank Thomas. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Throw over to first, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. One error in the inning, but nothing more. And midway in the 4th, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the Reds,
ready to go,
the left
bottom
fielder,
4. In now for the Reds, Pete Rose. And there's the strike.
Well, these Reds just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That's ball 2.
That catches the zone for a strike. 2-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Eric Davis, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time. That one fouled off. Davis, 25 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Morgan. There's the strike. Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 15 on the year, and that gives him the lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Base is empty with 2 away. At the plate, Reggie Sanders. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
This one popped up. Anderson pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Red strike first with the solo blast. It's now 1-0. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Frank Thomas. Martinez back to work. And that's fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that will fall. So a man on base to start the inning.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score
Like
tomorrow. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Paul Kovalenko steps to the plate for the White Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. White Sox down to run. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And misses, struck him out.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone. By the time it got to the plate, people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Grounder might be 2. There's one. Over to first, safe.
Now back, the catcher, Carlton Fish.
So up next for Chicago, Carlton Fish. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
White Sox down a run. And fouled off. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. Nicely done. They get out of the jam. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get them home. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 1 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Popped up. Thomas under it. Hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Otto.
Joey Otto will hit next. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
One down, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 11.
Now at the plate, Barry Larkin.
Barry Larkin.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
And now the big-time power threat, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right down the chute, 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Otto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul.
Just couldn't keep it fair down that right field line, and with his speed, if that's a fair ball, it's 2, maybe 3 bases.
Got him looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 1 and the White Sox nothing. All right, we go to
Leading
the
off for the White
top
Sox,
half of
the left
inning
fielder,
number 6.
Shoeless Joe
Now the left fielder,
Jackson.
Shoeless Joe Jackson. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Now 1-1. Sliced hard but foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another.
Ball.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. What's number 9 for him in this game? 9.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
There's Tim Anderson now. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Going, gone. All muscle to center field, and we're all square. It's 1-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Nick Martinez will depart, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
A
the
new
Reds,
pitcher in the game, Alexis
number 43.
Diaz.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
And now it's Luis Robert. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
Manuel Diaz steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's one of the best players in the game. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Emilio Pagan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Rogers also throwing. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Well, we go bottom six. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Deion Sanders. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Reds, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one misses up and in. 1-2 to count.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Struck him out looking.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Pete Rose, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Thomas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Reds, the designated hitter, Eric.
And next is the designated hitter, Eric Davis. He's a guy who does it all. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Just missed.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. This one in the air, right field. Sheets makes the play, and that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Almost got him.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now a jump throw. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Paul Kovalenko.
And next to hit for the Sox, Paul Kovalenko, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Diaz, a former All-Star, 28 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Here's a high chopper, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Blessing the land with all the madness going on. Feel good to jam. And baby, let the bass breathe. Cruising on the beat like a jet ski. Ride the wave. I be on my Gretzky. Conquer the ice. I'm too nice. On me, check me. I'm way fresher. My heart don't feel pressure. Do this for y'all.
Strike 1.
0-1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Number 16, Reggie Sanders.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Reggie Sanders. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. And that misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
And a major milestone is right around the corner. 1 home run short of 400 for his career.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Bench would reach 400 career homers with 1 more long ball.
Well, let me say when he hits number 400, that's really special. Not even 70 players in MLB history have done it. Al Kaline didn't. Neither did Joe DiMaggio, Larry Walker, Jim Rice, or Len.
Makes the catch for the out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Otto.
Next for Cincinnati, Joey Otto, 1 for 2. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two outs. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And he went around, says Ricky Holiday. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 8th inning coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Carlton Fish.
Fish.
Diaz back to work. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And the batter now, Ray Durham. And that is out of play. And the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Yeah, that skips into dirt.
2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hit and that at bat. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And up next for Chicago, Shoeless Joe Jackson. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum as you turn it over.
Checks over to first, back safely. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one ripped. 2 away down.
Now batting, shortstop Tim Anderson.
Here's Tim Anderson. He's already homered here in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
So here's Robert now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Swing and a ground ball. Boots it. Still able to fire over. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get the out.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Swing and a foul out of play. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the stage. You don't know the half of what I've given to make it up to this level. Every day at home, spitting every day alone.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. James Karinchak.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Barry Larkin
Leading off
digs in
for
now.
the Reds,
And a
the
little
shortstop,
something extra at
Barry
stake in this at-bat as he's
Larkin.
hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And there's a ball. Two balls, no strikes to count.
2 balls, no strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One down, base is empty. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit weakly on the ground. Thomas takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Now
Well, there's a
batting,
lot riding
the
on that
center
at bat
fielder,
right there.
Dion
Nice job of the pitcher to bear
Sanders.
down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Deion Sanders, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped in the air, left field, under it, and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. It's the 9th, and we are tied.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Reds.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number 54.
Aroldis Chapman.
Always had
Aroldis
trouble at times keeping the ball in the park
Chapman.
this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Here's the cleanup
Leading
hitter
off
for the
the White
Sox,
Sox,
Frank
the first
Thomas.
baseman, number 35.
He's kind of an
Frank
outlier, especially
Thomas.
when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Fought off foul.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
0-1 now. Ground ball left side down the line, and it's foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. So up next for Chicago, Paul Kovalenko.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 32, Gavin Sheets.
And next to hit for the Sox, Gavin Sheets. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one way inside.
One ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Now fly ball to right center. Sanders on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. And we're back. So bottom of the ninth. Now the number 2 hitter, Pete Rose.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And that one fouled off. This guy's got good power. With one swing he can win it for him.
1-1.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's one down.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter,
Eric Davis getting ready to hit. 0-for-3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Up and in, and that's ball 2.
2-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how'd I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Joe Morgan now at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 9 isn't enough to decide a winner. So we are off to extra innings. All tied 1-1.
Well, come on, dance a little, said, come on, kiss a little, so there's something about the way you look tonight.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
White Sox,
We're in
the
extras
catcher,
here. Now it's the
Carlton
White Sox catcher,
Fish.
Carlton Fish. And that one fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
He takes it on his own. One away in the top half of the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Durham, the next to hit, 1 for 3. Swing and a foul out of play.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third, and it's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's the left fielder, Shoeless Joe Jackson, known for his late inning heroics. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Tag. Save. Bench's throw too late. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Man at second. Runner on the go again. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And they add a pair. It's 4-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter, but that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aroldis Chapman out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Emilio Pagan on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Back to the top of the order, and now it's Tim Anderson. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Pagan, a 6'2 righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and occasionally works in a splitter. Still only one out here in the inning. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Foul tip into the mix, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Two outs, base is empty. Luis Robert Jr. steps to the plate for the White Sox. Now a screamer into the outfield. Sanders pulls it down, and that is that. 3 runs on 2 hits, including the homer. No errors, no one left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. White Sox 4 and the Reds 1.
Now pitching for
Back
Chicago.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
52.
Mike Clevenger.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Reggie Sanders. And a foul ball. Base hit. Morgan on his horse coming home. The throw's offline. He's safe. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The
Johnny
catcher, number
Bench
5.
digs in now.
Johnny.
There's something pretty special
Bench.
about a player hitting 400 career home runs. He's one shy of that mark right here, so this could be an historic at bat.
Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman, Joey Otto.
In now for the Reds, Joey Otto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that is out of play. Tying run at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that's a strikeout looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
The batter, number 11.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Barry Larkin. And with the game going to extras, he's still got a chance to keep his hitting streak going. There's a strike.
Nope. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here
1 ball,
late.
1 strike.
And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. Lead runner around second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
So the tying run at second. Fought off foul. Clevenger is just 1 strike away. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. That should get the dugout going. And the Reds walk it off in extra innings.
Extra innings, it's seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
It's that champion mentality.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I'm about to say it, so listen. I'm about to flip up the script, yeah. Things will never be the same.